Hey guys, what's going on? Alright, so this is Unit 2. So we're going to talk about Unit 2. And I wanted to make things a little different. So typically how we used to do it was that we would set up, the chat. And I was hoping that I could message you guys and you guys would visit the links that I put on the chat. But I'm kind of assuming you guys aren't going to check the chat. So let's try something different. So what we have going on here is that I'm going to show you guys my kit. Everything I got, everything I bought, and I will give you guys a rundown of everything that I think is necessary as far as if you guys want to learn this stuff. Of course, you don't have to watch this video, guys, but I think that by myself making this video, it'd be a lot easier for you guys to pay attention, and you guys can visually see what I'm talking about. This is going to be interactive, so what I want you guys to do, I put a bunch of links in this description, and basically, you're just going to go with the links when you see the time in the description. It'll make sense. And I will tell you in the video when you should click on this link so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can read the article while I'm saying it. That's pretty much the idea. So this is Unit 2. And what that is food and water, which no one has covered yet. For those of you who did come yesterday, thank you. We did Unit 1, which is fire. And that was pretty cool. So for those of you who didn't get to see it, we're going to recover all that business. So let's start with Unit 2. So food and water. Food is important, and so is water. Those are a necessity. One thing you got to remember is the rule of threes. Okay, 3 minutes without air, oxygen to be exact, and you will die. 3 days without water, and you will die. 3 weeks without food, and you will die. So the rule of threes. There are 3 things that you need. And each of those goes by the threes. The 3 minute, the 3 days, and the 3 weeks. Okay? Simple as that. Rule of threes. This is so easy to remember, it's ridiculous. Just rule of threes, just so you need to know. And basically, that's why there's a whole unit dedicated to water and food. Okay? So, first things first, how do you see what is important in water? Why do you need water? Water is necessary to contribute to staying alive. Your whole body functions off of water. So, let's consider the facts. After 1 day without water, notice I said 3 days without water and you'll die. 1 day without water, and you will become not only dehydrated, obviously, but mentally you will be incapable of reasoning. Okay? You will be very disorientated. You will not be able to think properly, and that's a problem. Okay? Especially in the wilderness or in just any situation, a combat scenario, a tactical scenario, you need to be aware. So, key is what? Water. Gotta have 3 liters of water minimum for an active person every day. And you will be active in the wilderness, obviously. So, you must have 3 liters. Likely you will have more. 4 liters, okay? 4 liters, that's quite a bit. Now, how do you get this water? What you need to be aware of is why can't we just go to any local pond or lake or stream and just drink from it? There's obviously a problem there. There are things you have to worry about. There's turbidity, there are pathogens, and there's chemical pollutants. The last one, chemical pollutants, you won't have to worry about if you're way in the boonies. When I say boonies, I mean way in the wilderness. Because way in the wilderness, you will not have to experience, runoff from factories and runoff from farms and all kinds of terrible things that might get in the water. Okay, there's no coal mines nearby because you're far away. But if you are going to be camping like what we are, which is pretty close to civilization, we will have to worry about chemical pollutants. Okay, the other 2 you'll always have to worry about. Since the dawn of man, these 2 problems have plagued humanity: turbidity, and the second one is pathogens. Pathogens means just anything that can affect you negatively that is a living organism, or if you consider viruses also. So there's viruses, protozoa, parasites, and of course bacteria. All those are pathogens. All you need to know, all the little microscopic bad guys. So here's what you need to do. Turbidity means how dirty the water looks. And that means inorganic or organic molecules or particles in the water that obscure the vision. So, turbidity equals how clear water looks. If you can see all the way to the bottom of the water and it's crystal clear, there's very little turbidity. if it's all full of silt and there's like all kinds of mud and like filth like just floating around that water, and you can't even see, like if you put your finger in there you can't even see it, that's really turbid water. Why is that a problem? 2 reasons. 1, do you want to drink dirt? 2, UV rays. UV rays are from the sun. If the UV rays can't kill the pathogens in the water, the bacteria, because the turbid mud is blocking all the sun from hitting it and killing the bacteria in the water, now you have a problem. Because now there's bacteria and viruses and pathogens festering in this water because they're being protected from all the silt, all the mud. So turbidity is a problem because you have a higher risk of getting sick from the pathogens. Okay, see, simple enough. Now, how do you deal with these problems? Now, you're wondering why I'm carrying this? Why I'm carrying this, this is all my survival gear. This is other stuff, but prepping, that's what I'm into, prepping, survivalism, also bushcraft. But here is where the money is at. Alright, so check this out. You guys have to get one, at least this. You don't have to get the other gear, at least this, okay? At the very least. For the love of God, you must get this. Not this exact kit, but what's in it is important. This contains my stainless steel water and purification kit, whatever you want to call it. Stainless steel, just simple stainless steel. This is nothing special, okay? Check this out. Here, I just bought this from a very reputable guy. It's Pathfinder School. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want it. But stainless steel, not aluminum, not plastic, not anything else. No glass. Stainless steel. Reason why? I'm gonna literally put this on my fire and cook whatever water I need, boil water, in this container. Like in this container. I don't need a pot, I don't need a pan. I got this. My water bottle will be my cooking kit. Okay? That's important. My kit also comes with a couple other things that are not necessary, but it sure helps. And another brand that you guys can get if you don't want to pay money for this specific survival bushcraft kit is a Clean Canteen. Very popular. Clean and Canteen are spelled with the K, okay? Not with the C. Clean Canteen. And as you can see here, I've got my cooking mug. So you can boil water and whatnot in here. So as you can see, comes in this kit. It's all in the same bag, and it comes with little handles, whatnot. Okay. So as you can see, this is what's necessary. This is also made out of stainless steel. All is necessary. You only need that water bottle at least. Buy a Clean Canteen. You might use it for the rest of your life. Who knows? Okay. And this might be useful. This is just to these are called bat wings, and you basically just you're gonna use this to hook onto your mug. And this might help you if you need to suspend it over a fire. You need to suspend this mug or whatever water bottle over a fire. Reason why you're boiling water, if you might ask. Reason you're boiling water. Because nothing survives fire. As far as we are aware of life, okay? Because fire is very, very potent. Go figure, it denatures things. AP Bio lesson right here, gentlemen, okay? This is why you need something to boil water. With a plastic bottle, you are likely going to be screwed. Reason why you have to boil water is because it kills 100% of everything. And you're wondering, what? 100%? That's a high guarantee. Yeah, 100% of pretty much everything, pathogens, and it includes bacteria, viruses, and all kinds of parasites. So, how long do you boil water? Fun fact, when you're on sea level, okay, like where we are in the Bay Area, currently, where I am at my house right now, literally, the moment you see a hard rolling boil, what a hard rolling boil looks like, I might show you guys in this video, I don't know, but you guys kind of know what a hard rolling boil looks like when you see big bubbles coming up. That's how you know it's completely clean. It's potable water. Potable means drinkable. So the moment you see it hard boiling, it's like bubbling out, you are done. You can drink that and feel safe knowing that you can drink it. Now, here's the thing. When you're above sea level, okay, when you're above sea level, you are, let's say, they say 1 mile, which I think is like 200,000 meters. I don't know meters, but 1 mile above sea level, okay, 1 mile above sea level, water or fire burns, and I'm sorry, not fire, water burns at water boils at a lower temperature. So what that means is that it's not going to kill everything. Even though it has a hard boil, it doesn't mean it killed everything yet. So you need to let it go for 3 minutes. So 1 mile above sea level, you need to let it boil for 3 minutes. If you were at sea level like where we are right now, just as soon as you see it start boiling, you're done. Okay, fun fact. Now, this is all great and all. The problem is, who's got time to make a fire? Only when you're settled down in the camp and when you're not moving around, you're not injured, maybe you might be disorientated, who knows, you might not have stainless steel. What are you going to use? Okay, so boiling water is the best option. It's considered the best, always has been, always will be. Well, what else can you use? This I highly recommend. It's called Life Straw. Okay, Life Straw. Why is this good? Okay, Life Straw. Reason why it's so popular. This was invented, I think 2013. It was considered by Time magazine to be the best invention of 2013. The reason why? They distributed this product to Africa because children were not able to drink clean water. Many were dying. What is this? It's just a filter system. Extremely powerful filter system. As you can see, there are a lot of mesh here, okay? And it goes in and deep all the way in multi-stage filtering all throughout this. This is called a Life Straw. You can buy these for 20 bucks, but believe me, they are worth it. Reason why? Last you 5 years when in storage, okay? Last you 5 years. No moving parts and no electricity. No batteries needed. You just drink from it. You're gonna stick this end into turbid water or dirty water or water that you're just afraid of drinking from, and then you just drink from here. Okay, you just drink from there, and that's it. You can literally drink from anything. It can be freaking piss. Not even joking with you guys. Not even joking with you guys. You guys can drink from piss completely fine. Okay, so this thing's amazing. It deals with 99.99% of everything, pathogens, silt, turbidity, everything like that, and it's really efficient. It can do this for 1,000 liters of water over its lifetime. 1,000 liters. I did the math. Okay, you need at least 3 liters. So I said 4 liters. Okay, so 1,000 liters divided by 4 for each day that you're drinking water. That's almost a year. It's I think it's a year minus 100 days. But that's a long time for one product to keep you alive. Okay, that's a long time, and it's only 20 bucks. Okay, this canteen and the whole kit that you saw, the whole bag, the molly bag and everything, that was 70 bucks. Okay, 70 bucks. Sure, I can reuse this and it'll last me forever, but still, I'm saying, if you guys need something temporary and something to keep, that thing's good. One quick note, I saw on YouTube, a guy was talking about the Life Straw. Very cool thing. Cool thing about the Life Straw is this. He bought 50 of them. He's a prepper, okay? He's not a bushcraft guy, he's a prepper. He bought 50 of them, and you're wondering, when are you going to use 50 of them? I thought they only last 5 years. Well, his mindset is this. What is going to be useful to people when Doomsday or Armageddon or whatever happens? Okay? People are going to want ammunition, food, and water. But is it smart or practical to lug around huge gallons of water, all over your body and just start selling it to people when you need to trade to get what you need? No, it's not practical. Instead, use the Life Straw. And he was stocking up on them so that when whatever emergency happens, he will be able to trade and barter with this Life Straw for other valuables that he needs. And I think that's really cool. Just something random, but it's very interesting to note how useful this is. People buy them by the bulk, just saying. Okay, so that's a Life Straw. I'll put the link in the description, like I said. Another thing, there are 2 chemical products you can use. They're called halogens. I don't know why they call them halogens. 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 Also known as chemical treatments. This right here it doesn't matter about the brand. This portable aqua, it doesn't matter. I ordered this online. It's very expensive. This is chlorine dioxide, and it's basically little tablets. It comes with 30 tablets. You see that up there? Basically, little tablets like this. Little tablets like this. They look like your allergy pills, but this might save your life. One of these pills for 32 ounces. Okay, remember this came with 30 tablets. It cost me 20 bucks, so it's not cheap. It's probably the least Like for the money for each individual tablet, it was really expensive. But one of these tablets, one, equals one of these, 32 ounces. And it will kill all pathogens. Pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. Only problem, disadvantage. Disadvantage is this. Once you put this in here and you add your water, filled up all the way of course, it'll take 4 hours for it to finish treating it. If you just put it in and start drinking, it didn't do anything. The chlorine dioxide wasn't capable of mixing in here yet. That's a problem, because if you need the water right now, this won't save you. Maybe if you need it later and you don't have time to make a fire, this will save you. What you guys really need is a life straw. This was 20 bucks, and 30 of these was 20 bucks. So take your pick. I bought both. And this, because I'm really into this stuff, and I'm into prepping, so this is not just like a small investment. This is something I plan to do for the rest of my life. Just thought you should know you have a lot of options here. People who do prepping, buy all 3, because water, like I said, 3 days and you're dead. You're done. You're out of the game. So, is it really worth, this small investment for your life? I don't think so. Okay? And another product other than chlorine dioxide, this is chlorine tablets. They call them purification chlorine tablets. Also, you can get iodine. Okay, iodine. You can buy them at your Walgreens for pretty cheap. I think they give you something about this big. Okay, this big. A little vial, and you can drop her and all that. I think it's like $5. So that is good. And the reason why iodine is useful, if you're injured, you gotta cut, you gotta scrape, you got anything that's cut your epidermal layer, which is your skin. You just put a couple drops in there, and it acts as disinfectant. It's basically rubbing alcohol. So iodine is extremely useful. It works for 2 functions: 1 for drinking, 2 for disinfecting. Right on your injury, just straight on. Only problem with iodine can give you problems with your thyroids. If people who have thyroid issues, they will have issues, with their whole body. They'll have allergic reactions. Oh, and pregnant women. It doesn't work on pregnant women. It'll give you issues. So, iodine doesn't work for everybody, but if you guys don't have thyroid issues and you're not pregnant, you guys are good. Hopefully you're not pregnant. So those are the options. You got your halogens, okay, which are chemical treatments, right, like the chlorine. Second thing is boiling water. Obviously, this is the mainstay. You got to do this one. And the third one is your life straw. All right, so those are your 3 options. Now, how do you deal with other issues? That's not the only problem. That's how to deal with pathogens. How do you deal with turbidity, which is, the silt and all that? Simple. You're going to take your shirt or whatever clothing you got, bandana, pants, underwear, socks, anything. Preferably something that doesn't have huge holes in it. And it's a multi-stage filtering. I'm going to put a link below showing you guys what it looks like, okay? But they recommend 3 stages of filtering, okay? 1, 2, 3. They're completely underneath each other, okay? 1, 2, 3. And you pour your water from the top one, and it'll go through, into your bottle at the bottom. And then after that, you will have to boil it or whatever, okay? But this is to get rid of turbidity, which is mud and silt. And you're going to use your shirt or whatever material you got. And in the first one, you're going to want to put, just like some leaves and stuff. Leaves, whatever it is. Second one is slightly particles that are a bit smaller to catch the smaller stuff. So, catch the big stuff, catch the slightly smaller stuff, and then the smallest stuff you possibly can catch. So first one you might do sticks and leaves. Second one you might use, you could use sand or whatnot. And last one, I really, really recommend. This is where the next part comes in. It also deals with turbidity, but also chemical pollutants, which I mentioned earlier. If you're close to civilization, you gotta worry about chemicals, okay? What you gotta do with chemicals is that you're gonna put charcoal in there. Activated. Where do you guys get activated charcoal? Good question. So, how we typically buy it from the store, and you're wondering, how is charcoal even made? So, good question. Charcoal is basically wood that's been charred. what is charring? I've shown you actually, and I will show you in the next video, Unit 1. I'm going to recap back on Unit 1. Unit 1, fire. How do you make char cloth? Yes, it's the same process. You're going to use the char cloth method, charring of cloth, to help create an ember when you're starting your fire. Same deal, except you're going to put wood in there. That's how you make charcoal. You're going to put that activated charcoal into that third, the bottom layer. So 1, 2, 3, into the bottom one. And this is not going to filter out any of the parasites or bacteria, because that's what the first 2 layers helped to get rid of the turbidity. The third one is for chemicals, because charcoal seems to have an affinity to take in chemicals. So let's recap last thing. So this is everything we just covered. Number 1, so you got your bandana or cloth. Number 1, and you might tie it to a tree, by the way. That's how you keep this bandana up. Number 1, you got your stuff. You got your leaves. You got your branches, stuff like this that you might gather as much as you can, and this is gonna help get rid of big rocks and stones. Okay, just get a bunch of it. What's the next thing you need? Number 2, next thing you need, second layer. Second thing you're gonna need is sand or silt or anything that really can help make the water get rid of all the small little rocks. Okay, that's what the second layer will do. Your third one, last but not least, you got your chemicals. That's where your activate charcoal goes. And then once the water goes through there, it's almost 100% cleaned as far as chemicals and turbidity is concerned. But who can forget pathogens? So you collect all your water that's been 3-stage filtered into your steel container, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to boil it. That is the safest way to drink water in a survival situation. Okay, so 3-stage filter, and then boil your water, and you can feel a little bit more comfortable at night, knowing that you aren't going to have Giardia, which is one type of terrible protozoa, or Cryptosporidium, both of which are very common in the U.S. You can search them up, Giardia and Cryptosporidium. You won't have to worry about those two. Alright guys, so this has been water. Now as far as food is concerned, I decided I'm going to cover this either in another video, or I'm going to talk to you guys in person, probably in another video. But food is a little interesting. We will get back to that. Anyways, so this has been water. Water is important. Alright, don't forget the rule of 3s.